Hello and welcome back to the TV Den of Silvertail, where once more I am back into Legend of Keepers on my first attempt with the Engineer. Oh, Engineery. Lyra. Whatever. You have a lot of very strange monsters, and a lot of interesting mechanics, which I have not yet figured out how to break. Not that I am that much of a game breaker, in all honesty. Now, I like you because you do a lot of poison damage. You seem like you've got a lot of potential because I actually have a lot of things that hit with physical damage. So you know what, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade you. And yet, you seem to do a lot more than 35 damage. Like every time I've used you just about, you've killed the thing you've hit. And you give barrier, so... should probably have upgraded that one. You know what they say, live and don't learn. Now if I only had money, but I don't. Oh yeah, how are my monsters doing? You can all come back. To team, I guess we have barrier now. Oh wait, you... if there are 3 heroes left. So maybe we'll put you in, like, switch out from Henry? Although, his poison isn't bad, you know. But then his poison would work better with that guy? Or would it? I mean, it doesn't actually matter now that I think about it. But, yeah, well, we'll try that. We'll see how that works. Against veterans, because obviously I try new ideas with, well, I was going to say with difficult enemies, but the veterans aren't really, well, I'm not going to say they're not that difficult, because they are behind most of my failures. Dude, seriously, put some clothes on. Removes the penalty of the most stacks applied from all heroes at the start of his turn once. That's unfortunate. Enraged, that's unhelpful. And, life return, and immune to my spells. That's unfortunate. Again. Now, do they do physical damage or something else? Because if they do physical damage, then maybe I want to use this thing. I know the bird is physical damage. But then, don't I want to do this? Don't I? Maybe I don't want to use that at all. We do want to... well, I'm not really going for the morale win. I'm just using the morale to soften him up, as it were. You see, it's all physical damage. So I might as well be breaking their armor first. Or at least that's what I think. Ice and physical, which you resist fairly well. You are doing nature at the back. You resist that a little, but you have a lot of health in general. So honestly, I'm going to put one of you back here, just because I want this guy to be able to do his Hawk thing. That one's armor is already not good. Break it even more, and we could have, you know, one of the enemies gone quickly. Then we'll hit that one again, if that one is still, if Rose is still with us. After that, then I will be very surprised. So at that point, we should have ice and physical at the front, and probably not nature at the back, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I mean, you don't resist ice very well, but I'm going to set up this way with the expectation that you can survive.
Ready to shoot!
Ready to shoot. You don't have a gun, madam. You have a giant spanner and a little droid, which, while it can probably shoot, I don't know that it does shoot. Isn't its ability just to, like, crash into something and take energy from them? Or drop a bomb? Is there any shooting involved in you at all? Not that I can think of, but there you go. Wow, that's... Rose is not going to survive this one. I mean, surely, even if I get like one or a couple of head smacks, which I should. Oh yeah, and now he'll get another shot. Rose is not making it. Ba-boom. Okay, that's good. I'm almost reluctant to use that attack, but I might as well just get rid of... make sure Rose is not around anymore. See, he helps the morale strategy by absolutely murderizing whoever's on the back line. Totally in keeping with the theme. Naturally. Oh, I should probably use the helmet cannon, because that guy's morale is low. Probably not going to get another chance. Yeah, actually, I'm going to go with Firehawk here. I like the art on this hawk toting guy, because that's a really cool thing. And the hawk survives and flies away. Oh, it's like, what on earth was that guy's name in... Oh, what was that game? Borderlands. The guy with the burb. Is his morale a 0? It is now. I mean, he's not making it. It's like his friends have either died or run off. Just have this little drone put a target on his face, and it's like, you're next. It's like, no. That is not a bad move, although I feel like the real increase to that is going to be in barrier points, not in the actual starting damage. I feel like actually trying to patch up the hole in armor would make that boss a lot more sturdy. Oh, ugh. And now they all need to go on break. Wait, did I see the therapist? No. I don't know what I thought I saw, but it's not the therapist. Let's improve you. Because I use you occasionally. Thigh supplier. Sure, that might end up making some of my people sick. But, see, I don't really care about the demons. And actually, I don't care about you that much either. Although I will have to have 3 people on break, so I shouldn't have sent a monster away. Because now my entire front line is gone, and I'm an idiot, because that's... Okay, fine. That's just what's going to have to happen, isn't it? Unless I can buy a new monster from the merchant, which I maybe can. I mean, I can definitely buy one, but do I want it? Take less damage. Maybe. Because they have barrier and then take less damage. Yeah, I'll get this guy. I mean, I don't really want him, but it'd be good to have a 3rd monster, and he can potentially be a blocker, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, with the amount of critters that get sent off on break, I feel like I need that. Resistance is up, but not armor. Penalties. Removal. Dodge traps. Can't be demoralized, that's annoying, although... Is it my demoralizing team that's off again? I think it might be. Or some of them, anyway. Okay, fire damage. And bounces. So fire, and ice. Yikes. Okay, what you don't have is a whole lot of good armor. And Hawkman isn't here, is he? So there's not much point going for the armor. You don't really replenish your morale at all. So I could maybe try and demoralize you a bit, but no, without my morale team at all, there's not really any point, is there? I want to save that for them, ideally. I just hit them with poison, actually. That seems like a suitable strategy. Then he can maybe increase the penalties? Yeah. We'll put you in the front just because you're complete fodder. Fire at the back, and you resist fire because your thing generates fire. And you have more health than he does. So that'll do okay, I think. Now, these mecha things, they seem to have a fair bit of health. And also, they can put barrier around and abouts. So it feels like it works out. Well, you resist fire a bit, so you're going to have to go at the back. And we'll put these guys here. And here. There we go. You know, I can't help but think, if Lyra is experiment 9001, like the first number that's over 9,000, what happened to the other 9,000? I mean, did they just fail completely, or are they, in fact, these mechas? Right, increase the poison. Handy. Bit of bleeding never hurts. I mean, not hurt me. Yeah, you know what I mean. Oh, he didn't tank them very long, did he? All sorts of damage over time effects.
I'm committed.
I mean, it's nice that most of them are doing fire, but all it takes is the one guy who does ice to really mess things up. Like that. Don't burn my things.
I'm committed.
That's unfortunate. Okay, you will not make it through this, surely. There we go. I mean, I guess the chemical cloud makes sense, although giving them more barrier wouldn't be bad. Let's go for the cloud, because poison damage is always handy. And they've a little bit of barrier anyway, and the poison will help him get more. Put a wrench in the works. Literally. Gotta love barrier. Honestly, if he just keeps using the ability that gets him a bit of barrier, then can this guy even, like, hurt them? How much damage is he doing? Well, enough to push just past that barrier. It's kind of the same thing again, isn't it? Your armor was minus 45 before, and then I got plus 10 armor before. Please tell me your armor is actually going up when I do that. Okay, yeah, it is. You're just showing me your base armor for some reason. I kind of want to train this guy, because I'm liking this guy. I'm curious where he goes, basically. They just get hardier. Oh, and more morale. That's actually very important to me, because the morale being at 4 is bad. If it was at 5, then I can, just do that much more with them. Or at least it feels that way. I kind of don't want to leave these guys out for another round. If memory serves, they gain 3 in there, but lose 2 if they die. So if I put them through one more round and then give them a break, then they should get up to full. I think. I hope so. Oh, darn it. See, when I did the thighs thing, I knew this would probably come up, but I thought, I have the money for it, but then I spent it. Oh well, I guess they'll be out for 5 weeks. That's annoying. Just in time for the champion, too. Okay. Gothor is a symbol of blood. Quenches thirst and he will send one of his most dreadful avatars to the mortal world. Command a monster of demon type. I mean, I'm not really going for demons, although I could kinda use another monster right now. I've heard that before. Sure. What did you give me? Oh, that one. Maybe we can use that one to encourage some cheap lessons eventually. Plunder is our only option, huh? Doesn't this have a chance of, like, losing someone? 75% risk of injury of one volunteer, several weeks. Risk of unavailability, risk of injury. That seems very costly. Let's just go with this and try and not lose anyone. Your volunteers stole all the farm's onions. The farm's soup will be bland. You're so cruel. You know, Lyra, I kinda thought you had higher ambitions than that.
Stronger heroes are coming from faraway lands. In order to better
Yeah, I get the idea. Dungeons get bigger. Ooh. Oh, they've actually all got difficulty things now? Oh, wait. Disaster? Do I not get a disaster if I fight them? Oh, it actually tells me what I get and all that. I don't think... Did it do that before? I never really stopped to think about it. Huh. The amount of things that I don't know about this game. Oh well. Moving on. Oh, it's you. Right. You remove lots of penalties, but you also do less damage if I can keep them on. You. Oh, I hate you. So much. Anyway. You're going to move them around, so I've got no idea who's going to be where, so I might as well just shove them anywhere. And hope that it turns out okay. Yep. Okay. Trap number 1. You know, I feel like that'd be a good thing, but will it even last till there? To be fair, the physical damage is not great on a lot of them. So if we hit them with the ballista first, and then with the energy converter, that should get rid of him, I think. So these ones will actually be where I want them to be. So we'll put you at the back to try and protect you as best as possible. Because I think you are going to be the one who's going to be trying to do the most damage. They might get to me though, or Lyra really. Voice is so squeaky. As if Lyra's a monkey, have I just been missing the tail? I haven't spotted that yet. In all my staring at it. Again, I could easily just be overlooking that because I'm not looking closely enough and I don't get a whole lot of opportunities to look anyway. But if Lyra's a monkey, then Lyra should have a tail. That's how... Our targets ricochet to the hero position behind the target if their armor is positive. So that should bounce back 1. Okay, that's okay then. Ow! I didn't really have anyone else but that, but dang, that is a powerful attack she has. See, I kind of want to... I feel like I kind of want to get some more poison on them. Because she doesn't remove penalties while she's not in combat. It's 1 down anyway. Yeesh. Might even be about as much demoralized as they are anything else. Oh, these disasters. That's funny. I don't recall like seeing the ice area recently. Or do like the new ones, the ones with like the buildings and all that, do they not have a disaster zone? Do some of them do and some of them don't? I'm not sure. I guess we'll just go for maximum damage, because it feels like we need it. Fortunately, you hit physical, and his armor is not really his worst trait. And your power isn't that great anyway, so I don't really see the point. It protects him more, but... Anyway, hopefully you can all just keep them off while we do this. Again, I really wish that, if we can get rid of him, and then they're hitting her with physical, then they might be able to resist a lot of her, well, not a lot, but some of her attack with just their passive barrier gain. really wish that she attacked and then removed her penalties. Okay, she's moved down morale level, so she takes how much damage now? An extra 15%, which will help a little. Multi-shot doesn't really have enough barrier for multi-shot. Yeah, I have a nasty feeling that she's going to bust through them. Although, you know, they are getting a fair bit of barrier now. This one might just about be able to hold off for a bit. Just push for penalties before they can even trigger. That's annoying. But they might actually deal with her, come to think of it. Just that barrier game is really handy. It just slows down what she can do. Okay, what do we have? That one's always handy, because, I mean, you never are unhappy to have a skeleton warrior. Lots of morale hit, only at the front, though. Yeah, I just don't think... I mean, it's not bad, like, in general. I think I'm going to go for the skull, though, because that's always useful. I know that'll be useful to me. And now we have people who need to go and break again. Yay. And by yay, I mean no. And by no, I mean please save me from this life. Okay. Anyway, now that I've had that moment, time for you all to go and break. I guess we'll shove you there? Because, I don't know, poison stacking, whatever. Let's train someone. Kind of want to see what happens with you. Okay, so that gets upped. In what way? That gets upped in what way? I wish it told me what it does. It tells me it gets better. Okay, just more damage, fine. Just more damage, fine. Not a whole lot of damage on that second guy, though. Like, a disappointing amount of damage. Sure. Get a good workout. Don't have the money. Cleaning accident. What the? Okay, hold on. Whilst dusting the dungeon, the cleaning goblin has freed a monster caught in a spider's web. He also accidentally woke up a giant spider queen, who demands compensation for the destruction of her webs. Life. Okay. Did I get the steel golem? I did. Okay. Nice, kind of. Okay, what do you do? Frostbite at the front, that's not too bad. Gain 20% of its power as barrier points, that's handy. Nature damage, remove all effects applied on the target. All monsters of the group gain 10 barrier points for each effect removed. Okay, so that is a remove, but we get barrier in exchange. That could kind of work with my barrier team, I guess. Ah, you are in a town and you have a disaster, so that is a thing. Although I don't recall seeing, like, the ice place until then. Anyway, never mind. On we go. Okay. You move my monsters around. Have I mentioned that I hate you? I think I have. But I felt the need to mention it again. And again. Whoa, you don't like fire, any of you. I pretty much have to use this guy. I mean, there's so much dislike of fire. Anyway. So, what do? Air at the front, ice everywhere. And ice everywhere. So, yeah, I guess you're covering for your dislike of fire by hitting everything with ice. Do you have any air resistance around here? So we'll put you here, and then we'll throw you guys in here. What do? You guys are mostly physical? Well, not the new golem. But I probably want to use the energy converter to give them some barrier. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And then... you are an interesting thing. It's like, you're not even... I'm not even sure what to... how to refer to you. Yeah, you're like... okay, you're a steel golem, but what does that mean? You're like an elemental, except you're not. Whatever. I guess we'll be putting these guys in here. They're not great against ice, but since the ice is so spread out over everyone, maybe their barrier can hold it. I'm honestly not sure. I forget if your attacks are... well, you do have a physical attack, so if we break their armor and then use that... assuming they get that far, of course, but they might. Why did I even bother putting you in place? I knew that guy was there. Yeah, any time if I can have my turn, please. Oh dear. Anyway, finally get to hit them with fire damage. Almost. Jeez. What's the point of them having low fire resistance if it doesn't do that much damage when I hit them with fire? Good grief. Well, that was a whimper. What do I even do to them at this point? I guess I could try and give them more barrier, or I could poison them. I'm going to go for the poison mostly. Huh. Your armor is worse than I thought it would be. Anyway. Now, I'm curious about your abilities. Assuming we get to see them, of course. Okay, so if I do this, they should all get 40 barrier points. They got 10 barrier points. Did I misread you? Oh, for each type of effect removed, not each stack. Right. Okay, that's a lot worse than I thought. Not even worth it to worse. But hey, we learned something. Yeah, that does about as much good without losing everything. Whoa, you got a lot of, because his armor's so bad, I guess. Yeah, we can just keep stacking poison and defending, and... I mean, it's not exactly the most exciting strategy, but it should work, for the most part, anyway. Yeah, you're not exactly getting the most out of that particular move against him. But such is the way of things, I suppose. I feel like that's probably best, because maybe the poison will finish them then? Yeah. Grand. Another monster. Well, if I was going to pick one, it'd probably be the Magus, because I know I like that one. Okay. Some people are back, some people have to go. Wait, do any of them have to go? I mean, I feel like you guys could use a break. You two, I guess. Bring you here, you're definitely not staying there. And you can come over here, and so can you, and that looks about right. Goodo. What are you selling? Another roaster. A little tempting? But... I don't know. I mean, you get a lot more power with barrier, right? So your flamethrower could potentially get crazy good if I had enough barriers being put on you. Okay, siege. We've got some traps I don't need. These ones are good. Go and rent those traps out. Get a bunch of cash, and then we can hopefully do something good. You're new. An archaeologist is ringing your doorbell to claim an artifact, blaming you for looting it. He even dares to demand you donate it to a museum. Crushed slicer quarter. So many options. Geez, I don't know. I mean, quartering sounds very. Let's think about this choice. Let's think about it. I mean, slicing is very. It's very old school, isn't it? I'm like, it just feels boring. You know, quartering that's definitely one that's gonna get people's attention. You know, you cut them into 4 pieces and scatter them around or something like that. Although honestly, I'm a bit fond of the old-fashioned crush, and I'm sure that there's a lot of weird traps that you could do to just, you know, crush them into a pulp. And considering that we have monsters as followers, they might actually quite like, you know, crushed archaeologist pulp. So I think we'll go for the crush option. There we go. I think we made the right choice there. Wait a minute. This is a new one. A monster's been caught with an adult magazine depicting humans. Will you turn a blind eye to this obvious case of anthropophilia, or will you confiscate this and take a look at it? For science, of course. I love that if you take it away, you get tears. That's too good. Although honestly, since he's like one of my favorite people to use attack-wise, I'm just gonna let him keep his Humi magazine. But on that humorous note, I think I'm going to have to call it. Yes, I think this episode has run on quite long enough. Such a shame. But a couple of interesting new events to round it out with. This game it's going to be a shame when I'm done with this game in some ways, but all games have their time. Anyways, this was Silvertail. Be sure to come back if you like me to see my Door Speckle Plan D, because here there be dragons.